Regional Director, North Eastern Region, Guwahati, Ministry of Tourism, Government of India. The faculty members and all the student friends. Today we gathered here for one student orientation session organized by Yuva Tourism Club, Tripura College, Agartala, in collaboration with Ministry of Tourism, Tripura. So on behalf of the Yuva Tourism Club, Tripura College, Agartala, extend a hearty welcome to each one of you present over here. Sir, Dr. Devash, sir, Dr. Devash, can you listen my word of sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Your voice is getting little bit cracked, but otherwise everything is okay.
Yes. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you. As the sector called tourism is very important for any country's progress or economic prosperity. If you look at our surrounding, you will find that most of the countries, their remittance, their economic progress is basically comes from tourism sector. So like example, Maldives, then Sri Lanka, their economic prosperity comes from tourism sector. So we started the Yuva Tourism Club, Agartala Holding College is intended to organize one orientation session for all the students of this institution. So hence, I like to invite our principal, Father Dr. Velikojam CSC, to deliver welcome address to the academy. Father.
Honorable Sri Anil Kaurao, Deputy Director General and Regional Director of this region, and respected Dr. Chandrasekhar Kaurava, members of the faculty and the students. A very good morning and welcome to this special section of students orientation session for Ministry of Tourism from the Department of Ministry of Tourism, introducing you to the tourism, especially from the point of view of coming to know the possibilities and scope of tourism, both as an economical factor and also from an academic point of view also. Tourism, what does it does, or how tourism works all over the world for the welfare, benefit of both the nation and the individuals. I'm very happy and privileged to say about the welcome to this session. That is a very appropriate and very important session that the Department of History thought of organizing for the benefit of you students. And I am sure both learning intellectually and from academic point of view all about the tourism and its impact in the economy of the countries all over the world. And also looking into the possibility of maybe you would find an idea and opportunity in the field of tourism. So I take this opportunity to acknowledge and appreciate the department for organizing this session in collaboration with the Ministry of Tourism Tripura. And on behalf of our administration and management of college, Holy Cross College, we sincerely thank our resource persons, Sri Anil Orao and Dr. Chandrasekhar Kaurava, for your valuable time, for your willingness to share your knowledge and expertise with us, especially to interact with our students and our faculty, so that we would be enlightened. And all the more, the coming days, we may be able to, with your help, keep in touch with improving and pursuing, and maybe finding more scope and possibilities for our students to find a idea in the field of tourism itself. So once again, on my part, I I'm glad all of you for participating in this session and wishing you all the best and request you to take the best benefit out of this very important and very enlightening session. Thank you and have a good day.
Thank you, Father, for your kind words. Now, I would like to request Dr. Devashik Dotto, Head Department of History, Holy Cross College, Agartala, and member of Yuva Tourism Club, Holy Cross College, Agartala, to kindly introduce our keynote speakers of the day.
Thank you, sir Subhash, and thank you to Madam Sushmita, the convener of today's online orientation session, for giving me this opportunity to introduce the invited speaker of today's online orientation session of the Yuva Tourism Club, Holy Cross College, Agartala. A very warm good morning to respected Father Principal Benny K. John, CSC, Madam Academic Coordinator, the two invited resource person, invited guests of today's online orientation session. This is the first major event of the Yuva Tourism Club of Holy Cross College, Agartala, and to make this inaugural program much more grandish, we have a very, very important and special invited speaker who will be enlightening all of us today about the prospect of tourism in Northeast as well as in India. So for today's online orientation session, as the first invited speaker, we have amongst us Dr. Chandrasekhar Borua. Sir Chandrasekhar is currently working as an assistant professor and also acting as tourism study and placement officer at the highly prestigious Indian Institute of Tourism and Travel Management, Gwalior. Sir has done his master degree in tourism. Sir has also qualified his UGC NET in tourism. Sir is also having his degrees on basic cargo AISC and also did his PhD on tourism only. Sir, on behalf of the Yuva Tourism Club, I warmly extend our welcome to Holy Cross College Agartala and to the Yuva Tourism Club of this institute. Welcome, sir. Along with Dr. Chandrasekhar Borua, sir, we have our second invited speaker also present today with us. And the second invited speaker is also a very heavy personality. Our second invited speaker for today's online original session is Mr. Anil Oriu. Sir Anil is the Regional Director of India Tourism Guwahati, Assam Paryatan Bhavan. And Sir Anil was in continuous contact for last 10 days or so with the coordinator of Yuva Tourism Club of our college, Dr. Sushmita Banerjee, to make this program a very successful and fruitful one. So again, I extend my heartfelt gratitude and warm invitation to Sir Anil also, to the Yuva Tourism Club of Holy Cross College Agartala in particular, and to Holy Cross College Agartala in general. We all are very excited to hear from both of our invited speakers of this particular online orientation session, and I'm sure all of you will be learning a lot of new things regarding the different aspects of tourism in general, all across India, and especially in Northeast India in particular, from this online orientation section. Thank you. I wish great success to the organizers of this orientation virtual program. And with this, I conclude my introductory part of the invited guests. Over to the MC. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. For today's student orientation session, we have two invited speakers as a resource person. Now, without much delay, I would like to invite Dr. Chandrasekhar Borua, sir, kindly address to the gathering. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much. Namaskar from Gwalior IITTM. I hope I'm audible. Am I audible, sir? Good morning.
Yes,
Namaskar.
sir. You are audible.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Namaskar. You are audible.
You are audible, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You are
So thank you
very
so
clearly
much
audible.
for organizing this very important event, Yuva Tourism Club, to the Agartala, the Department of History, Holy Cross College, Agartala. Myself, already sir introduced. I'm Dr. Chandrasekhar Barua. I'm talking from Gwalior, the city in Madhya Pradesh. And today is very important day to talk and interact and to give you new direction in tourism education, career opportunities in travel and tourism. And my request to all the teachers and the students, please, if you have any questions, you are most welcome. So I especially convey my best regards on behalf of IITTM to the principal, Holy Cross College, to all the faculties, Father Joy Paul sir, Dr. Devasis Datta, and Mr. Ajay, who is coordinator, manager tourism, Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, who coordinated. So tourism is now becoming very important sector in country India. As you all know, in India we have 28 states, 8 union territories. India is now crossing 140 crore population. So with keeping all these in our mind, India is very large in terms of area. We are very big in terms of population, but comparatively also we have to think that India is very rich in terms of culture, tradition, way of life. We are talking recent because we are celebrating 75 years of independence. Because you all know India got independence in the year 1947. It's a true that after 20 years, there was a one Ministry of Tourism, Government of India established, but India has a very big potential of tourism activity. Because if I just go a few years back, India was very popular among Indians because of people travel for purpose of tirth. So we call the word in Hindi tirthatan, and people are traveling to see their own country, Desatan. So with all these two subjects, once again, Tirthatan, Desatan, people start traveling. It's true that 1947 was a year when the last departure was by the Britishers from Mumbai. But their interest was to continue traveling towards India. So they start coming because India, among the entire world, it is divided into three categories. The one we call developed country, another is developing country, third one is called undeveloped. So we are in the middle, developing country. So since the independence, 1947, India gradually started improving infrastructure. It's very true. Once again, India is under the warm climate, and in India, there was really a big crisis of good hotels, hospitality, connectivity. But India was almost very rich in terms of attractions. Because if we talk the word tourism, so when we are talking the word tourism, tourism means certain places which are attracting you. As per tourism, it is divided into three categories. The one we call the attraction, natural attraction. Second, we call man-made attraction. And third, we call it cultural attraction. So now in India, we have tourism into two categories. The one we call domestic tourism, in which people travel within country India, and their purpose is activity as a tourism. So there is no need of passport, visa, or any other documentation. We have entire country, our own currency called Indian rupees. If we talk another tourism called international tourism, which also divide into two subdivisions, the one is either foreigners, people those who are not citizen of India, they want to come and see India because India is a country known in the world as a country of forts and palaces. So people, those who are coming to India, they are very keen to see India's heritage. We have more than 565 forts and palaces in our country, India. So we all have to feel proud. There's no other country in the world which can offer you, which can provide you, which can claim you that we have the richest, we have the maximum number of forts and palaces. That is the only country, India, Bharat, Hindustan. So that's why people start coming to India. And the second one, we have the people from India, they want to go to abroad, they want to go to certain foreign country. It is called outbound tourism. The previously, those who are coming to India as a foreigner, we call international inbound. Now, our interest is to increase either domestic tourist movement, people within the country, India, maybe one city to another, maybe one state to another, and they are staying, they are traveling, they are enjoying the various beautiful attractions, and they are spending money. So tourism means in which people are getting a lot of employment. Tourism means people are sharing a lot of economy, because when they are traveling, they are spending money in the travel. It may be by flight, maybe by train, traveling via road, staying in a hotels, taking the meals in the restaurant, going for the tour, sightseeing, hiring taxi services, taking guide services, paying entrances. Try to understand. And also they are going for shopping. So please understand in which tourism means people are giving employment in a very big numbers. International inbound means foreigners, those who are coming to India. So continuously we are observing Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, they are publishing the data. Every year foreign tourist arrival is increasing in country India. It is very rarest. Recent, if we can talk about the corona problem, that was of nearly 3 years in which the entire movement in the world was stopped, and now again we are on a track. Many Indian people start traveling, and very difficult to get the flight tickets confirmed, very difficult to get the train tickets confirmed. And now even the same as a foreigner, because of they are coming, they are staying very big number of days and nights. If I'm talking as per the Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, the on an average foreigners are staying in our country India is 16 to 18 nights. If you are comparing the people, those who are going to the neighboring countries, you may start maybe from Nepal, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Pakistan even, and many other countries. If you go a little like Dubai, Uzbekistan, you can talk about many other countries like Malaysia, Mauritius, Singapore, Thailand, etc. So these all the countries I prepared a list 16. So these country itself are not offering more than of 5 days 6 nights, or you can say 6 days 5 nights, whatever. India is a country we are offering 180 days in a year, and there are big number of tourists, they are spending big number of days. Once again I am repeating, 16 to 18 nights. Now they are staying in a very luxury hotel, traveling by the flight, traveling via the train. And now in India, gradually tourism become on priority. So in India there are many luxury tourist trains introduced. You all heard about like Palace on Wheels, Maharaja Express, Deccan Odyssey, Golden Chariot, Royal Rajasthan, in which people are taking experience. People are traveling towards many states, going to many forts and palaces. They are visiting the other attractions. So in India, we have many very good, knowledgeable tour guides, tour leaders, tour manager. So IIT team is one of the institute from where I'm talking is responsible, because IIT team established after Asia Games, which was held in the year 1982. Immediate after a few months, government of India came to know, because now there was a need of good trained human resource to work in the travel, tourism, hospitality industry. So please understand, IIT team established once again in the year 1983. So our journey is more than 41 years. Continuously, IIT team giving trainings to many people. Maybe we can say like Yuva youths majorly, because of they are searching some good education. It may be from school, maybe from the colleges, because IIT team also play very important vital role establishing the syllabus which is being introduced by CBSE, Central Board of Secondary Education. So tourism is one of the subject in the school, maybe from 10th standard, 11th and 12th. I'm also one of the teacher for the same, because we have Kendri Vidyalay and many other schools, those who introduced tourism as one of the optional subject. Now we have graduation program in tourism and travel, post-graduation program, MPhil, doctorate. If you want to talk in, become a faculty in higher education, because in school you require B.Ed as a degree to teach in a school, but higher education we have a UGC NET exam, University Grant Commission UGC NET stand NET National Eligibility Test, that conduct by UGC twice in a year, 2 times in a year, after every 6 months. Many students pass out from IITM after MBA, after master's degree, they are going for UGC NET, then after doctorate. So that means either they become an academic line, otherwise we have very good manpower every year. We can say in thousands of number, because IITM is one of the institute which work under the Ministry of Tourism, and time to time we do training, we conduct training entire country on behalf of Ministry of Tourism, Government of India. I just want to give you a small reference. In 2010, 2010, there was a game called Commonwealth Games. IITM trained 2,000 youths, Yuva, to work as a volunteer for the success of Commonwealth Games in 2010 held at New Delhi. So these are certain references. Now tourism is service industry. Tourism is a small place industry in our country, India. Tourism is now a big priority. So Government of India, in a 5-year planning, they budgeted very big amount for overall development of infrastructure, for overall development of main power. That's why tourism is now highlighting. People are traveling in a big number, and once again, there is a need of big number of trained main power. So if I just share you the role of IITM, we started with a degree collaboration program from JNU, Jawaharlal Nehru University. So after 10 plus 2, means after 12th, you are eligible to apply for graduation program, that is BBA Tourism and Travel, in which you are studying many important subjects, not only the tourism, you have Indian history, Indian geography, international tourism, international languages like French, German, Spanish, but also parallel you are studying general common subjects of management like general management, marketing, finance, accounting, business economics, organizational behavior, HRM, all subjects are there. So you are eligible to go after this BBA tourism for any either post graduation, that is MBA program, or any competitive examination. Otherwise, you have many other opportunities after this graduation, because Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, they also introduce another parallel program, because many youths are searching good job. Every youth, they have their own talent. We are expecting only two part from the youths: good communication skills and good your confidence level. So IITM introduced, I will share on the chat box, the new concept, new online course also, and it is eligible for anyone who is a citizen of India, only 12th pass and age about 18 years. You can go for online course. It is called IITFC, Incredible India Tourist Facilitator Certificate Program. So nowadays, this program becoming very popular. Online, I'm talking to you, more than 19,000 people, citizen of India, they registered. It is a 6 months program, but any one of you can register, and even you can complete if you wish 1 week or 2 weeks. Reason being, if you are fully concentrating, you can just read the entire syllabus, entire content, and then after you have to appear one online test. Then after 1 week communication seminar conducted for you. So we are trying to introduce tourism as a whole of country, and how you can be one of the youth to work and to start your career. So in this field, you are becoming a facilitator. In this facilitator program, you are taught various aspects of tourism, tourism education, and these programs, the fees structure is not very high. For general male candidate, only 2,000 rupee is the fee. For female candidate, only 1,000 rupee one-time payment. If any candidate from scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, 100% free as per Niti Aayog. If you are from any aspirational district, you are also free. So website is www.iitf.gov.in. So I will send it to your principal sir school also. So this is one of the very important program. If you want to come into the tourism industry, if you want to establish your future career in travel and tourism industry, just for example, we have many engineers, many doctors, many army professionals, faculties of various university and colleges. They are very keen to come into the tourism. Now a tourism, once again, it is a part of your maybe part-time job. Please understand. So these are the very, very important one in which you can understand the activity of the tourism. You can establish your business into the tourism, and you can start new ventures, new startups also. It is possible. Please to understand new job career opportunities. So MBA is one of the program which has been also introduced by IITM with collaboration of Jawaharlal Nehru University. So MBA is a program of 2 years master's degree, and that is possible after any discipline of your graduation. It may be BA, BCom, BSc, BHM, etc. Any graduation program, engineering, or any doctorate, Ayurvedic, Unani, homeopathy doctorate. We have many students. Now age is open to study with IITM in IITM, because JNU is very important university in our country, India, and now it is number one in the country in the rating. In the top countries and the entire world, if you are talking all the universities, top 20 universities, JNU is one of them. So IITM gave the degree from JNU, Jawaharlal Nehru University. So that is very, very important to understand that if you want to become a tourism professional, so you have to visit first the Ministry of Tourism website, so you can better understand your country, the various attractions. They are once again natural. It may be climate, weather, temperature, snowfall, seasides, I mean beaches, beautiful snowfall, rocks, and wildlife. That means flora, fauna. So this is the one part of the attraction. It's considered as a natural attraction. Number of people, they are going and they are traveling. Once again, different part of the country, and you are also in the same area, northeastern region, becoming very, very important for our nation, for our country. Ministry of Tourism, Government of India is very keen to develop northeastern region. There is a ministry you are very much aware about, DONER, DONER, development of northeastern region. So that is a university which I mean a ministry which support you a lot for your future career also. IITM also very much ready. We already conducted the two important training program for Ministry of Donor for the Northeastern Yuva's students also. At Gwalior, residential training program conducted, and we have many opportunities to work in the field of private sector, public sector, multinational companies, or can be government. For example, if you have a degree, graduation in tourism and travel, or masters in tourism travel, number of companies, they are the top leader, top country, travel agents, tour operators, cargo agents, logistics companies, aviation companies, hotel sector, wedding planner, foreign exchange, event management companies, Ramoji Film City. So there are many organizations. They are hiring those who are tourism graduates, those who are masters in tourism holders, and you are eligible to get very high salary pay packages also. So this is very important to understand that the job options are many in the field of private sector. If I'm saying public sector, IRCT is the one, Indian Railway Catering and Tourism Corporation. So they are hiring those who are graduate pass in tourism, postgraduate, because they are considered, they are soft, they are polite, they are humble, and they are very much concerned, they are very much caring towards the tourists. So that's why, after your graduation program, you are most eligible to enter into the tourism. We have another organization called Balmer Lorry under the Ministry of Petroleum. They are also hiring regular graduate, postgraduates, tourism degree holders. Then after, we have every state tourism board, state tourism corporation, ecotourism board, many other divisions, and then after, multinational companies. So we have many big multinational companies coming to IITM for campus placements after MBA program, like Sadhguru Travel is one of them. They are hiring for African countries, and they are paying very high good salaries, packages. They are taking care accommodation, foods, airfare, flight fare twice in a year. I mean, so please, these are the options. Then government also, number of vacancies which are being introduced by the Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, and they are as a managers, assistant managers. And if you are master degree with first class division, you have opportunity to enter into the government division. Otherwise, you can start also a new career, new ventures also. We have so many new itineraries introduced by so many online travel companies. We have so many new accommodation divisions introduced in India. Say, for example, very budgetary, we have bed and breakfast, Indian homestay accommodation, we have sarai, we have dharamsalas, guest houses, rest houses. So these are the budgetary accommodation for budgetary travelers, but also we have many other segments. By Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, under the banner of HRACC, they give the recognition of various standards of hotel: 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star, and 5 star deluxe. Now we have another important category that is exceptional in our country, India. We have beautiful forts and palaces, which I already discussed to you. So many honors of the forts and palaces means the various Raja, Maharaja, Nawab, Sultan, Begum, Jagirdar. They also contacted Ministry of Tourism, and Ministry of Tourism extended very big cooperation to all of these to convert their forts and palaces either partly or fully into the hotel. So they are known as a heritage hotel in our country, India. They are basic heritage hotel, heritage classic hotel, heritage grand hotel. So if you talk in entire hospitality of the world, our hotels are very popular among the international tourists also, among the domestic tourists also. Now many international tourists coming to India, maybe for purposes of wedding tourism, maybe for purposes of conference tourism. So once again, there is a need of very high skilled youths, those who have a good qualification with the background of tourism and travel. They can establish their career into the travel and tourism. My request to all of you, please at least once visit IITTM website, once you visit Ministry of Tourism, Government of India website, so you can better understand where we are, how we are. So definitely we are one of the important country in the world. We are attracting big number of foreigners to see our heritage, to see our natural beauty. Once again, India is known for its rich culture, rich tradition, rich way of life. So with all these, I want to end my session because time also limitations. But it's very, very true that tourism, once again, it is a very soft, delicate industry. After film industry, tourism is considered as a second most important glamorous industry, and tourism is a third, the major foreign exchange earner industry. So please understand, now Government of India is giving the top priority for overall development of tourism infrastructure. It may be the connectivity, maybe by air, maybe by train. Now we have so many, maybe by the cruises, because we have so many connectivity from Mumbai to Pune, Mumbai towards the Goa, Mumbai towards Lakshadweep, Andaman, Nicobar. So these are the places where the sea tourism, cruises tourism is also possible. And I think some sound disturbance. So any questions from the student? I'm very happy, or maybe by the end of the session, because I'm live till the entire session. Thank you very much to principal sir, respected teachers, and all the students, those who are listening live. Thank you so much for organizing today this online session. I welcome you with our Executive Director, Minister of Tourism, Government of India, who is looking after northeastern region, all the states. So over to you. I wish you good luck, good day. आपका दिन शुभ हो। पुनः मुझे जो धन्यवाद आप सभी को, मुझे आपको इनवाइट करने के लिए। नमस्कार।
Thank you, sir, for sharing your expertise with us. I hope that students are equally engaged with your vast knowledge. So, from student side, if you want to ask any question or if you want to engage with us, sir, the field is open. You can ask question, you can talk with the resource person directly. If anyone wishes to ask any question, please raise your hand and come in the front. See, it's a good opportunity to talk and communicate with a resource person. Even if anyone is interested to go for this skill, Right, there is a vast opportunity as said by our resource person. If anyone is interested to upload this film, you can talk with sir. I see, sir, there is no query from the student side, but again and again, sir, thank you for sharing your vast knowledge with us. Sir, our HOD sir wants to ask one question to you, sir.
Sir, good morning. Sir, this is not a question, this is just a query. I am placing this query to you for clarification. Sir, I think second last year at Tripura University there was a tourism department which started to function, but I don't know what is the current situation of the department right now at Tripura University. But as a student of history, I actually applied quite a few times in different positions of the Tripura State Museum for government jobs, and every time being a student of history, my application got rejected. When I placed RTIs, I came to know the recruiter, that is Tripura State Museum, was looking for degree holders from museology subject or tourism subject, not from history. But sir, as per my understanding, when we are talking about a museum, which is also a part of the broader understanding of tourism, his students can also play a very important role. If you clarify this dichotomy or confusion which I am carrying in my mind for last almost 7 to 8 years now, it would be a great answer at least to my understanding. I hope I am able to make you understand what is my query precisely. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, am I audible, sir? Dr. Chandrasekhar Bora, sir.
Sir, are we audible?
Yes, yes, but sound is not clear, ma'am. Is there any question for me?
Sir.
Hello, maybe you can repeat the question to Dr. Chandrasekhar.
Yes, sir. Actually, the question is for Dr. Chandrasekhar Bora, sir.
क्या आप अपने कैमरा से ले लो. Yes, yes, sir. Please,
But
my request.
again, the sound is echoing. The boy's sound is echoing.
Sir, we are listening you, but I don't know how far we are able to convey our message to you. Sir, Dr. Devashik asked a question to you actually. And he wants to know about the possibilities of a history student to be a part of in museum or any other tourism sector. Sir, there is a question that I applied many at a time in government for jobs in museum sector. And the candidature was rejected because it from the history department, this candidature was rejected. By saying that they want a specialized person from tourism, either tourism studies or related to museum related course. So sir wants to know that why these students are not given a preference in this regard, sir. Because history are more or less connected with the museum, archaeological study and all other aspects. So, being a student of history, that is a humble approach to you. If you kindly address this one, it will be very good to know some basic idea about this one, sir.
Sir, sound is not audible. Can you please repeat? Because if any question for me, I am unable to get your clear voice.
I think Dr. Chandrasekhar, he is asking about the people who are studying archaeology and history, and what about their opportunities for the ASI Museum and State Tourism Department like that?
Thank you so much to Sri Anil Ora sir. He is the Regional Director, Ministry of Tourism, Government of India. I hope you are all familiar. Sir is going to address to all of you. And now after this program, your 12th standard, you may pursue your graduation. Then it is possible to go for subject like archaeology, history. There are many job options available in the field of ancient history, archaeology, because every university, there are departments in which there are a number of vacancies. You maybe become the employee in the various museums. These museums are looked after by state archaeology, central archaeology also. You may become like a curator. You may be an expert in the various history department also. So these are various options available if you are interested. So travel, tourism, hospitality is the one. If you are going in another field, which is Indian history, Indian archaeology, archives, that is another one in which you required to go for masters at least, which is like MA in history, MA in archaeology. Then only you can apply for various jobs. So there are certain vacancies which are also on contractual. There are also permanent also. We have so many private monuments. Say for example, it is like a fort in Jodhpur, Rajasthan, which is owned by the Maharaja. So there is a possibility to work in private museums, private monuments, private rich palace museums also. So you have to develop your skill, that is your good knowledge, good confidence level, good communication with subject background. So it is possible. Over to you, sir.
Dr. Chandrasekhar, shall I start?
Yes, sir, definitely. I request you. So, organizer, please, I request Sri Anil Ora, sir. He's already online. Next speaker, he's the respected regional director of Northeastern region. So, I request to coordinator, sir, to please invite Sri Anil Ora, sir.
I think there could be some connectivity problem. I think I will start because I'm sorry I got late because I was driving. First of all, thanks for organizing this and having the students and the faculties. As we all know, we all are studying tourism, we are working in tourism. And the one of the important thing I will mention to all the students, this year, the UPSC, when they advertise for our tourist information officer in the Ministry of Tourism, they did mandatory that tourism or hospitality background graduates are only eligible for the post. This has never happened in the history of Ministry of Tourism. So the UPSC this year, the date was over. I think some of you must have applied. That the tourist information officer, the initial intake of the Ministry of Tourism, where the qualification is graduate in the discipline of tourism and hospitality. So the BA, BSc, BCom at the moment they are not eligible to apply, which was before it was that. So there is a small step taken by the government of India that the tourism field should be run by the professionals, that the tourism studies. It's same as like, doctor. If I'm a doctor, if I'm an orthopedic, I have to have the degree. So that tourism industry should also be run by the tourism professionals. I will just introduce myself a little bit. I joined in this ministry about 36 years back with a small diploma course in tourism. That time it was not mandatory. I developed myself. I learned foreign languages. I learned other languages. And most important thing is at this moment, what we see and what the trend globally is. And as we all know, the tourism is driven by the private entities. Government has a limited stake, but the private entities. I'll mention here that why India, because of all things available, all resources, why we have not developed as a tourist destination in the world. We talk all the time, like, we are in Bangkok or Malaysia, they go 100 times more tourists than us. We are about 10 million, they have about 40 million. Why? Because one of the reason I'm telling you that our tourism industry is not run by professionals. Suppose you open a restaurant, with a no degree of food and beverage or hygiene or anything, and if you run the restaurant, and the one person who has done his qualification in tourism and hospitality and running a travel agent and tour operation, the service will be different, and slowly you will grow. I'm sure, because I am also in the Ministry of Tourism for many years, and this is one of the reasons why our tourism industry has not developed. Still we are getting complaint like the people, drivers are not professional. I'm telling you, I met a guy in Mizoram. He has done his mechanical engineer, and after that he bought a car and he's driving car for the tourist. And when you go with him, the experience you get, he's a mechanical engineer, he didn't go for the service. He said, "Cook, I will take tourists." So the experience the tourists get, and the boy is so much in demand. You don't get him in like, if you ask that tomorrow I'm going and are you available, he said, "No, I'm not available, I'm booked for last 3 months." So these kind of things we have to create. And one more thing is, like, you see, when tourism started, there may not have any tourism study centers. Now, like last about 30 years, I think more than 30 years, 94 or 93, I think IIT team started. And our IHM, the Hotel Management Institute, started long back. But still, what happened, because it is a voluntary, that now government also has this tour operation business to be recognized by us, like Ministry of Tourism should have a tourism student in their offices. It is a mandatory criteria. So you are getting some focus on that sector. But one thing I'm telling you, you should start your own thinking. Tourism is always discovery. Tourism is always challenging. Tourism is always innovation. And after you do your studies, you can do anything. Like I'm telling you, you have to be don't go for the tourism. Our tourism ministry has whole of India. We have about 300 strength, 300 people. Sara, whole India. State of Tripura, you can say Tripura tourism department. How many people? I think most probably there will be, like, in the Tripura corporation and a department could be, I think, 100 or 75 people. Same as like Assam tourism department. How big is the department? It's like tourist officer, district tourist officer, assistant tourist officer, secretary, joint secretary. So I'm not discouraging about the government service. If you can government service, but if you are qualified and if you start your own thing, you will get focus and you will be on the top. I'm not telling that you drive car or you be a guide. If a email comes and they say, okay, I need a 7 days itinerary of Tripura. Now thing is, you've gone through your studies, you did some research, and now if a Bengali tourist coming to Tripura or a Punjabi tourist, you know what psychology the Punjabi tourist has. So you have to make the itinerary like that. It's not like le jao uska mandir mein or masjid mein. So this kind of innovation of itinerary, which will cater to the respective segment of the tourism, like Maharashtrian aa raha hai ya Gujarati aa raha hai. So these things are not available at the moment. I'm telling you, we are just copying and pasting. Like, okay, 5 din ka itinerary, Agartala, Unakoti, Warichora, and maybe some South Tripura somewhere, and finish. No, you take them some out of town, and everywhere. When people are out of home, every second step is like your tourism product. If there is a lake or there is a water body, there is a forest, there is a tribal village, there is a tribal food, tribal, lifestyle, anything you can explore, and people want to see that. People don't want to sit in the room of a 5-star hotel or 4-star hotel and just have food and go. No, they want to know the culture, they want to know the people, they want to know the food habit, everything. So my advice is you have to have your own thinking. Don't make a copy and paste. This is my advice, because we always, I think there are many social messages comes up from all the celebrities or the opinion makers. They always say, like, business and yourself, and, like, employment you are working for somebody else. I have worked in the government of India. I'm not telling that government of India job is bad, but thing is, the situation, the current situation, and also if you develop yourself, if you have the quality, if you have the courage, if you have the confidence, I'm telling you, tourism has enormous opportunities. There is no doubt about it. Enormous. It's like I can't say anything, because as we all know, you studied that India has everything. No country has the diversity and the tourism products as India has. So after learning tourism, doing MDA or MTA or masters, and you are going for a service, where you may start as a assistant tourist officer, and you may finish maybe assistant director, not more than that, because top of that there is IS officer comes. So, but only thing nowadays, even government service doesn't have that lucrativeness, because there is no GPF and all these things. So my suggestion, even I'm telling you, I put my son in hospitality management. I didn't put him to IT or mechanical engineer. I said, hospitality has the future. Hospitality industry or tourism industry has the future. And only thing, you have to work. You have to work for 5-6 years, and then there is no looking back. People will try to find out. As I given an example of that boy from Mizoram. So, and at the end of the day, again, I'm telling you, we in India, we have only explored maybe 10% or 7% of tourism resources. As you are all based in Northeast. Northeast is the hot cake now. People wants to come to Northeast. You see the demand of air tickets, this so high. That's in other way around also killing sometimes the tourism flow. But I think government will look into it, and government will reduce the fuel surcharge and other taxes, so that the flight aircraft, a lot of flights comes up in this area, and the tourist comes, because our whole system again is not very tourist friendly. If tourism ministry is talking about tourist friendly, forest department doesn't say sometimes, no, forest nature tourism. Sometimes civil aviation doesn't support tourism. They said, we have our own business. But as a whole, we have to have the circle of tourism services, and not looking for a 1% benefit like airlines. We have to see the whole society's benefit. And that, if the government plans and the in association with the travel trade stakeholder and tourism stakeholder, then we will survive, and then we will develop our tourism. Because nowadays it's like individual identity. We say tourism. Home ministry say no, don't tourism, no border tourism. Nobody should go to the border. Civil aviation said no, I am having my fuel surcharge, I will increase my fare. Defense personnel say no, don't go to border. So this kind of things is still hampering tourism. But at the finally, I'm telling you, government of India is thinking, state government is thinking that all sectors should be, like clap together and think on the same line. So again, I'm telling you, if you are thinking for a government job, I will not discourage you. You can sit down after MTA. You can sit down for civil service. You can sit down for state civil service. You can sit down for the bank professionals, professional officer. You're open for everything. But at the same time, when you have tourism studies and your expertise in tourism, you focus on tourism where you can succeed. Tourism is always, as I told you, is discovery, is innovative, is like endless. Still after doing 36 years of service, I still see that India, I have not seen like 20% of India, and I have not sold 20% of India. So 80% is remain unsold and unseen by the people. So please do little more research. And at the final, I'm telling you, until unless our whole tourism sector, starting from a guide, tourist taxi driver, tour operator, front bencher, coach driver, all are tourism learned or tourism, not, I don't say that tourism friendly. Tourism has to be studied. Then we can grow and we can get our tourism in a big high. Otherwise we'll just patchwork sort of things. I am doing something and somebody is doing something, somebody is cheating, somebody, not doing, there are fake agencies in the online. Nowadays we say the business going online, but online so much of fraud. People are scared to submit anything on the online. And there are some lot of cases I do receive. So you have the physical travel agency or tour operation where one-to-one personal contact is there, and people will believe you and people will depend on you. So I think you go on studies, continue your studies, do research, and see how you grow. You are growing, but it's slow. If you see an example like any agency, big agency, how many people are tourists having tourism degree? There are few, but they are established in about 50 years back, and by generation they are doing the same घिसा पिटा करता है. So until unless a new generation comes up, new thought, new thinking, it's very difficult. You all young boys, adventure tourism is lot of scope in Northeast. So try to put something, anything, trekking, hiking, rafting, kayaking, name it. And adventure tourism gives a lot of money. And a lot of people pays money, cycling tours all across Northeast, sell green, sell oxygen, only oxygen. It's just, if you remember the New Zealand's tourism advertisement about 50 years back, they said ki 100% pure, just nothing, 100% pure oxygen they sold about 50 years back. Here in Northeast also we can say that, because Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta, Madras, there is a scarcity of oxygen. So try to have some innovation, and there is no looking back. I'm telling you, tourism has a future, hospitality has a future. Till this industry started, as you know, like when Payan came or somebody, Alexander came, tourism is always there. People, and it's changing all the time. Earlier days it was like pilgrimage. Now there are many segments of tourism. So be positive and have confidence on you. And there is nothing impossible, I'm telling you. And tourism can like make a change in this country also, as government of India or state governments always emphasize. But it all depends on the people who are involved in this, the people who have a degree, people who have not having degree. But one has to be perfect in his thought and services. That's my observation and experience so far in 36 years. Don't to be shortcut, don't make shortcut to be big. Have patience and start your own thinking. Just like you are studying in Tripura, you within your family, if your family members are in Darjeeling or in Maharashtra or a friend, just invite them, send them the packages. They will say, oh my God, what kind of place this is? Wari Choda, this is one of the unique place I have seen. So start from small thing, like have your friends. Don't go for like, profit. You say, okay, neck to neck, I will have offered this for 10 days to Tripura. So anyway, because there are a lot of things, and only thing I suggest you, don't think anything negative. Tourism has a future. That's my last word you can say. And if you think tourism all the time, just how this IS officer comes up, IS, IPS, how they are also human being. We are also human being, but their total focus for last 5 years was that only. There is nothing looking anything about other things. They only focus on civil service, A to Z, and they crack. Same as tourism. If we think tourism A to Z, we will also crack. There is no doubt about it, and we will crack more than them, because you are independent, you are entrepreneurs, you are making people, friends from all across the world. You are roaming around. You meet people every second day, new people, new challenges. So this kind of satisfaction no other industry give. So I think with this word, I'm again telling you, don't be pessimist. Think positive, have confidence, have your courage, take some risks, and go ahead. Tourism is the future. So Dr. Chandrasekhar, I think in a nutshell, I just spoke from my experience. There are many things to speak, but I think if you have some group and all, we can discuss definitely. So all the best, boys and girls. Be positive. That's the most important thing. Thank you very much. And one more thing, if you are in tourism, you have to be fit enough. I'm telling you, you have to start your exercise, you have to start your yoga, start your food practices or food habit, and be happy and be strong in mentality and physically. So then you can succeed to climb Mount Everest or any other Everest. So thank you very much. All the best.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your knowledge and expertise about the future possibility and prospect of tourism sector. Now, again, I would like to request our audience and students, if anyone of you wish to ask any question, please. The field is open. If anybody, please come forward.
The students are from all from Tripura or from outside also?
Sir, mostly from Tripura, sir. Tripura, sir.
So
Thank you, sir, for sharing your vast knowledge and expertise. So now we are at the end of today's session. For that, I would like to request Dr. Shukita Banerjee, Assistant Professor, Department of History, College, Agartala, and convener of this orientation session to please deliver vote of thanks.
Thank you so much, Dr. Subhash, for inviting me. Yes, sir. Do you want to say anything? Dr. Chandrasekhar, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Just a request that I already sent on the chat box my name, mobile number, IIT website, Ministry of Tourism website. If possible, for the student who can better understand tourism education and overall tourism point of view, the entire country, various attractions through the website of Ministry of Tourism. Thank you so much.
Sure, sir. Sir, I have already seen that. And being the teacher coordinator of the Yuva Tourism Club, I'm taking the responsibility to share it to the students. And we will, of course, communicate with you if you get any kind of response from the students. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing all the attendees for the IIT. Good morning, everyone. As we are just arriving to the end of the orientation program of the Yuva Tourism Club. I am taking the privilege to deliver the vote of thanks of today's highly fruitful program. For that, I would like to initiate the vote of thanks by conferring my gratitude to the Almighty for making this program a successful one. I will take the privilege to express my gratefulness towards respected principal of Holy Cross College, Agartala, Dr. Father Benny K. CSC, for approving this session and his continuous support to make it successful. Thank you, Father. I am extending my immense gratitude to respected Vice Principal of this college, Father Jopal CSC, for being the pivotal part of this program. Thank you, Father. Finally, the Yuva Tourism Club of Holy College, Agartala, is extending a huge gratitude towards the respected speakers of this session, Dr. Chandrasekhar Barua, Assistant Professor, Tourism Studies, Chairman and Placement Officer, MBA Tourism, Indian Institute of Tourism and Travel Management, and respected Sri Anil Orao, Deputy Director General and Regional Director, Northeast Region, Guwahati, Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, for sparing their valuable time to us and making this session a fruitful one. I am immensely thankful to Mr. Ajay Yadav, Manager, Ministry of Tourism, Tripura. He is already included with us through the virtual mode. Basically, he is the main architect of today's orientation session. A huge thank for your continuous cooperation and to make this session successful. Thank you, Ajay sir. I am thankful to respected Madam Academic Coordinator of this college, Dr. Momita Dey, for being the support system of this program. All the teacher members of this club, Dr. Debashish Barwal, member and HOD Department of History, Dr. Subhash Devnath, member and Assistant Professor, Department of History, Madam Smita Devnath, member of Vice Club and Assistant Professor, Department of History. A big thanks to all of you for your never-ending support. Thanks to all the esteemed HODs from all the departments of this college for sending your students to attend this YTC session and making this program a successful one. A special thanks to Mr. Dinesh Augustine for his immense patience and cooperation. Words are not enough to thank him. Thank you to Anadi and team for providing all the logistics. Sujita, Shaudada for helping out in the beginning of the program. Last but not least, a big thanks to all the students, members and participation and the participants for their participation and patiently enjoying this session. A big round of applause for everyone, each and every one of this person. Yes, sir.
Ma'am, if possible, 2 minutes, can I present the video virtual tour of IITTM?
Sure, sir, sure, no issues, sir. Please. Can you please? Sir, no audio is there.
Please, can you confirm video दिखाई दे रहा है?
So video is showing, but there is no audio.
अच्छा, ऑडियो दोनों में रीचेक कर रहा हूँ, प्लीज. हाँ, आप स्टार्ट करो. जीरो से करो. मेरा मैम, ये वीडियो ऑडिबल विजिबल दोनों है.
सर विजिबल है, ऑडिबल नहीं है सर.
ऑडिबल.
Students, kindly be patient.
मैम, आप साउंड आ रहा है प्लीज.
Fortunately, sound अभी भी नहीं है सर. Is this a problem?
हमने कल परसों गए ट्रेनिंग में भी तो किया था ना, वो साउंड का हिस्सा कहाँ से गया, लोग मीटिंग अलग थी.
Students, members, please invitation. And secondly, if any one of you are interested about the BBA and MBA session of IITTM, Indian Institute of Travel and Tourism Management, please communicate with me. Sir has already shared the link and the session, that when the session is going to be started. After your graduation, you can do it.
Ma'am, can you confirm your voice is reaching?
Sir, we are again, it is visual, but audio is not working.
अभी चलाओ इसको.
Sir, there is a mute button, I think it is on. Will you please check once? Some of my students are actually suggesting us about that.
Ma'am, sound समझ नहीं पाया. Can you repeat again, please?
सर, वो जो स्क्रीन जो आप लोग शेयर कर रहे हैं उसके ऊपर एक म्यूट शो कर रहा है. अगर आप लोग वो चेक करेंगे कि वो म्यूट या अनम्यूट है, ऊपर राइट साइड में सर एक म्यूट वाला बटन दिख रहा है. हाँ हाँ, इसके ऊपर सर शेयरिंग चला गया अभी.
दुनिया की जीडीपी का 10.4% की हिस्सेदारी रखने वाला डोमेन है टूरिज्म, और वो भी जबकि मैक्सिमम एम्प्लॉयमेंट डोमेन में कभी एक्सप्लोर ही नहीं हुआ है. और टूरिज्म और ट्रैवल की एजुकेशन के लिए IITTM यानी कि इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ टूरिज्म एंड ट्रैवल मैनेजमेंट, जो कि एक स्वशासी संस्थान यानी कि एक ऑटोनोमस बॉडी है जो कि मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ टूरिज्म के अंतर्गत आती है और देश का टूरिज्म और ट्रैवल इंडस्ट्री का सबसे बेहतरीन इंस्टीट्यूट है. ये पूरे 25 एकड़ में फैला हुआ इंस्टीट्यूट केवल टूरिज्म और ट्रैवल की एजुकेशन, रिसर्च और कंसल्टेंसी को समर्पित है. ये है रिसेप्शन, ये है वर्चुअल कॉन्फ्रेंस रूम और ये है डायरेक्टर्स ऑफिस. ये है संस्था का एकेडमिक ब्लॉक. यहाँ पर क्लासेस कंडक्ट की जाती हैं. IITTM की लाइब्रेरी देश की सबसे बड़ी टूरिज्म लाइब्रेरी है जिसमें करीबन 15,000 किताबें हैं. ये संस्था का सभागार है. यहाँ 500 लोगों के बैठने की एक क्षमता है. ये है हमारा बिलियर्ड्स रूम. ये है संस्था का फुटबॉल ग्राउंड. ये है वॉलीबॉल ग्राउंड. बाहर से आए हुए मेहमानों के लिए ये संस्थान का एग्जीक्यूटिव हॉस्टल है. ये है संस्थान का गर्ल्स हॉस्टल और ये है संस्थान का बॉयज हॉस्टल. टूरिज्म और ट्रैवल में रुचि रखने वाले छात्र टूरिस्ट प्रोफेशनल बनने के लिए देश के सर्वश्रेष्ठ संस्थान IITTM के सुनियोजित, सुविकसित विकसित केंद्रों IITTM ग्वालियर, भारत के पूर्वी जोन ओडिशा के भुवनेश्वर, उत्तरी जोन में नोएडा, पश्चिमी जोन में गोवा और दक्षिण में नेल्लौर स्थित IITTM के केंद्रों से BBA टूरिज्म और MBA टूरिज्म के कोर्स कर सकते हैं। इसके साथ ही IITTM पर्यटन मंत्रालय भारत सरकार के महत्वाकांक्षी प्रोग्राम इनक्रेडिबल इंडिया टूरिस्ट फैसिलिटेटर के ऑनलाइन कोर्स को रन करने का महत्वपूर्ण कार्य करता है। सबसे महत्वपूर्ण बात यह है कि IITTM लगभग 100% प्लेसमेंट देता है, जो कि ताज ग्रुप, मेक माई ट्रिप, IRCTC जैसी कंपनियों के होते हैं। और IITTM में एडमिशंस शुरू हो गए हैं, तो आए IITTM से जुड़े। IITTM में आपका स्वागत है।
Thank you so much and excuse me for just technical reason, थोड़ा सा delay हुआ because we want to present our campus. We have a unique 20-acre campus area with all facility as you saw. I don't have to repeat again. So over to you, ma'am. जी.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for making this session such a fruitful one and such informative for us. With your permission, sir, we want to conclude our today's session here. Maybe, sir? So can we conclude our session here?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Yes, please. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All of you.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Other teachers. Yes, thank you. Namaskar.
After this, sir. Thank you so much. So students, with this, we are now concluding our session. All the 6 semester students will be provided with the certificate. Please wait for some days. We will be coming back to you with the certificates. Okay? Thank you again for your participation. Thank you.